Hi, I am Mark Joseph R. Compacion from grade 12 CSSB of Rizal University. And now I will be the first to discuss the family institution. How did the COVID-19 pandemic affected the family institution here in our country? According to some news sources, what happens inside our homes is really violent. And not only the rise of the COVID-19 cases, but also the rise of domestic violence and rape cases here in our country during the coronavirus lockdown or the enhanced community quarantine or the ECQ. Some women were abused and reported 602 rape cases from March 17 to March 24, according to Manila Standard.net news article. And from March 16 up to the first week of June, at least 2,131 cases of domestic violence were reported. This could lead trauma to the victim and live in fear until they grow old. By physically and sexually abusing the person, it could lead to murder. And for the other families, it challenges also the relationship of the parents and the child as well, of having some misunderstandings inside their home. And for the other families, it challenged also how are they gonna finance the needs of their family, their everyday needs, everyday life. Because right now, during the COVID-19 pandemic, some big businesses, establishments had closed and laid off its some workers. And due to the closure of some big businesses and establishments, it also affected our economy. So next is how did the COVID-19 pandemic affected our economy or the economy institution? How did it affect it? According to Rappler News article, Philippine economy to suffer worst drop in Southeast Asia. This I think this is because of the rapid rise cases of the COVID-19 and also due to the coronavirus lockdowns that had happened during the last months and until now, GCQ, General Community Quarantine, until the end of the year. And now we're still, the government is still trying to revive our economy from its recession. And I think as I said lately, I think it is not only because of the rapid rise of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdowns, and as well as due to the closure of some big establishments and big businesses like the malls, spa, salon, or like this like that. That is why, and because we are still in quarantine to prevent the coronavirus from spreading.
Let's talk about education. Education while the world is in a pandemic. The new learning system is very hard. It's very tiring to us students because doing all the tasks like projects, activities, and you need to pass it in a week or even less than a week. And it also have a bad effect to us students, like having headaches, sleeping at midnight because of our task, and even blurriness to our eyes. It's really bad for us physically because we're sitting at a chair using our gadgets for hours and learning, but the internet is slow also, so we can't really understand the lesson or the topic. So get your mask, gloves, face shield, and get yourself sanitized. Health during this pandemic is very hard because you always need to be clean, get yourself sanitized, because if you let your body alone, you can possibly get the virus or even worse germs in your body. And when you go out, always sanitize first, and the same as going back home because you don't know who you touch to and who you run up to.
The major effect of the current pandemic to the religion are the social gatherings, and the masses are not happening anymore, but this depends on the religion. Many people are not able to attend church because there is a pandemic now, There are a few who go to church, but not everyone can go there. For the reason that only a few should be able to go there because we have to follow a social distancing. The COVID-19 has impacted religion in various ways, including the cancellation of the worship services of various faiths and the closure of Sunday schools as well as the cancellation of pilgrimages ceremonies. As a result, many Catholics and other religions that are used throughout the city live streaming their services on Facebook and YouTube and have taken their normal service to other programs to reach people.